Good morning, good people of the internet and music nerds in particular. I showed you my first attempt at making a MIDI controller for Linux and the iPad, and that worked as a charm. I got everything working the way I did. But then I actually started using it, and I figured out that there are some small kinks, no pun intended, or whatever the other thing intended, that it took too long to create the buttons and it took too long to move them around. So I had an idea of changing some stuff up. So now there's a version 2 and I'm a lot happier with this one. So check it out. So let's go through the interface first. I made a cool background too. So down here we have a space for width, a space for height, a space for a name for the button and what CC number and what color. I'll get to that in a second. And then up here we have an edit mode where you can actually, if you've created a button, you can actually change the button. You can save and you can also delete the button. And we have a save layout, load layout, undo, redo, and exit. So how does it work? So to begin with, say if we create a button, it's 200 and by 200 and the name is test, and then we go over here and the MIDI CC number, let's give that 10 or 12, and then we go for the hex color. This is kind of cool. I realized that in Python code you can either write the color name or you can write the hexadecimal right here. That doesn't really work the same up here, but down here it does. So if I were to say like I want this green, and then I create the button, and all of a sudden we have a button. So this is the cool part. Now what I thought was kind of tricky the last time around was like having to figure out like where's the X, where's the Y position, and like I wanted like buttons in certain places. So my idea was to actually do this. So this is a touchscreen once again. So now I can actually move the button around, and there's two functions. So when I grab it and I pull it, nothing happens. But then let's see the terminal. So now I've tested this once before, but if I press this and we named it, I think it was 12 or something, and we go back and then I press it. Oh, didn't work. Let's just do that or this. Yeah, so now we have a press because we pressed the button twice. So there's a difference between actually moving the button around like that or pressing the button. I accidentally moved it now, so I don't think it did anything. So let's just go like that, see what happens. Yep, we have another press. So that works. Now, say if I wanted like a smaller button or a different color or something, I can, this is just for the mouse yet. I haven't quite figured out how to do with the touchscreen. But if I right click this, then I get it highlighted. Now up here, say if I wanted this to 150 instead, and then we go 150 here, and then the color, I wanted this black, and now I happen to know that 000, 000, 6 zeros, 1, 2, oh sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the hexadecimal color of black. And if I were to like, oh no, I already have a button that is number 12, then I can set this to like 8 or something. And then I save that, and voila. I now have a 150 by 150. Same function. I can move this, put it where I want it to, and then I changed it, still have a 12 there. So we go back and we try to click it. I think I moved the mouse button now. Nope. And now it's an 8. So it's very much more customizable. Now let's just see if it works in Loopy. So we go over here, check the synchronization, Linux MIDI Bluetooth. Yep, that's what I'm working on. So now, say if I have tried that one yesterday, well, let's try this one. So listening for lengths, we go back here, and we're going to press the test button with the mouse this time because it's easier. We check down there, and voila. So we have a working MIDI controller that has now even more customizable functions. Cool, huh? Have a nice day.